You have your reason. We have your loan. Get started today at T1FCU.org/U. T1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. All loans are subject to T1FCU membership, credit approval, and other underwriting criteria.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You can call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With Stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks!
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreation facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our communities. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh, yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's. We are back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Tim Parrish here as the Lumberjack varsity team and the Genesis Prep Jags warming up down on the floor as we get prepped for tonight's matchup. And they've shortened that warm-up period because there's only 12 minutes on the clock. So going to have to get through things quickly here this evening. The JV boys just finished up their game. They won 48-23 over the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars. The St. Mary's Lumberjack varsity boys come into today's matchup with a 5-2 overall record. They went 2-1 at the Owyhee Holiday Invitational Tournament down in Boise. They lost to Ambrose in the championship game. They did beat Malad and Westside in those games. Talked to Coach Chase a little bit after they got back from the tournament down there, and he was pleased with how things went despite the loss to Ambrose. They kind of accomplished really what they went down there to do. They would have liked to have won the whole thing, obviously, but they went down there, got some action against some teams that they don't usually face in the regular season. A couple of those could be state tournament teams that the Lumberjacks potentially could face down there if Lumberjacks make it down to the state tournament this year. And so it really worked out well for them. That game against Ambrose was far more competitive than that final score showed. St. Mary's fell by 16 points, 56-40. They were separated by only 1 point at the end of the first half in that game. And then Ambrose came out, and actually, at the end of the third, it was only a 10-point deficit and still in range, still a fairly close game. But Ambrose, in that third period, into that fourth period, scored 7 straight three-pointers, and they just kind of went on a scoring streak. And St. Mary's turned the ball over around 19 to 20 times, which is uncharacteristic for the Lumberjacks. We had that game on the air via IdahoSports.com's guys, and it just sounded like a lot of unforced turnovers. Talked to a couple of the guys here tonight, Colby Renner and Coleman Ross, and they said, all three of them said they didn't play well at all down there during that tournament, and they just feel like they definitely did not play their best ball down there. So, like I said, Coach Chase said that it did what it wanted them to do. They wanted to go down and face some different opponents, kind of gauge a little bit of what they need to work on, see what some of the teams down there look like. It gave them a chance to scout some other teams as well. So it all worked out right for them, and despite the one loss down south. So that is the last couple of games for the Lumberjacks. They beat Westside in overtime, and they beat Malad pretty handily in that first game during that tournament. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees. High school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Idaho high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimneys, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. It's one of the many ways Block has your back.
It's time to reimagine the... And we're back. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. St. Mary's Lumberjack boys warming up to take on the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars in their first action back after Christmas break. And once again, I'm Tim Parrish, and this is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off on KOFE 1240 in St. Mary's. Also on our audio-only YouTube stream. You can find a link to that to share on our Facebook page. And also, we are providing the play-by-play and audio onto the NFHS network camera as well here in the gymnasium. So multiple ways to catch the game, and we hope whichever way you're watching, listening, tuning in, that you enjoy not only the game but also the broadcast if you're watching it on the video. Taking a look at the league standings, St. Mary's on top in the 2A Central Idaho League District 1 and 2. The Lumberjacks with a 5-2 record, currently 11th in the 2A power rankings on idahosports.com. The Orfino Maniacs are sitting at number 2 with a 1-2 record. They lost their last game 76-49 to Prairie. They will be at Kendrick on Friday. They are 23rd in the power rankings, and Grangeville having a really rough start to their season, 0-7 on the year. They lost 56-25 to McCall Donnelly. They will be at Moscow taking on the Moscow JVs on Saturday the 8th. They are 24th in the power ranking. Looking at the scoring, I haven't really looked at Orofino, but Grangeville is only averaging just over 30 points a game on the season. So they are really having a little bit of a down season to start off with. And it's interesting because they did graduate a lot of talent last year, but they also had several key players returning. So it's just kind of interesting to see them struggling like that this early in the year. It's going to be curious to see if they kind of get things turned around before league play. Taking a look at those power rankings, 2A power rankings on idahosports.com look like this. Ambrose at number 1 with a 9-0 record. Melba at number 2 with an 8-1 record. Cole Valley Christian, number 3 with a 7-2 record. Ryrie at number 4 with a 7-2 record. And Firth is in number 5 spot with a 6-3 record. In the coaches poll, obviously by the name of it, this are how the coaches around the league kind of pick the power ranking from the coaches' perspective, I guess you could say. Ambrose, number 1, North Fremont, number 2, St. Mary's, number 3, Melba, number 4, and Ryrie, number 5. And in the Max Preps ranking for 2A, this is the one that matters at the end of the year. This is what they will seed the state tournament by. Ambrose still at number 1, North Fremont, number 2, Melba at number 3, St. Mary's is at number 4, and Ryrie is at number 5. So that's a look at the Lumberjacks power rankings and the league standings for the Lumberjacks and the 2A Central Idaho League. We'll take another quick break, and we'll be back.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R...
It's time to reimagine the off-road experience because Yamaha has reimagined the side-by-side. Available in either 2- or 4-seat models, the Wolverine RMAX 1000 lineup features a 999cc parallel twin-engine, aggressive tires, and an automotive-style cabin. Select models include adjustable suspension, optimized power delivery, and an integrated Yamaha Adventure Pro navigation system, and much more. Find your Wolverine RMAX 1000 at St. Mary's Son Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with a Yamaha.
You always hear on the radio.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as the Lumberjacks getting set to host the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars. 3 minutes until the opening tip and opening ceremonies. Tim Parrish here on the call, and the Paulats number 1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. Taking a look at the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars, they are the 1A D1 league. They currently lead their league with a 5-3 record. Their league is the Scenic Idaho League or Conference. They are in that league with the Lakeside Knights and the Mullen Tigers, I do believe, is their mascot. They have had one common opponent with the Lumberjacks. They both played Priest River, and the Spartans beat the Genesis Prep Jags by a score of 50-29. St. Mary's, in turn, has played the Spartans and beat the Spartans 64-36 in their first game of the season for St. Mary's. The Jaguars return 8 players this year. They do have a new coach, Lon Morsat. I got to double check that. My writing was not very good. Lon Morast. Morast is the coach for the Jaguars. He has 31 years of high school basketball coaching experience in Oregon, and it's his first year up at Genesis Preparatory Academy. The Jags were 3-15 last year. They did face off against the Lumberjacks a couple of times, and the Lumberjacks, I do believe, beat them both times. They did beat them both times. I didn't go back and look at the scores for those games. Lumberjacks averaging 55 points per game on the season right now. They're only allowing 46 points per game, shooting 39% from the field, 31% from three-point range, and 61% from the free throw line, also averaging 31 rebounds and 9 assists per game. We're going to take one more break, and we'll come back with the national anthem and the starting lineup.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to saving.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today. And we are back. They did not do the national anthem tonight. They did the Pledge of Allegiance. Now they will do the starting lineup, and we'll start with the visiting Jaguars. It'll be number 33, Joey Speck. Number 3, Caleb Schroeder. Number 5, Donovan Daniels. Number 13, Asen McCluskey. And number 44, Tristan Snoder. And the starting lineup for your Lumberjacks will be the number 0, 6'7" senior post, Tristan Gentry Nelson. It'll be 6-foot junior guard, number 1, Grayson Sands. It will be number 3, 6'3" senior guard, Coleman Ross. Getting a start tonight, 6'5" junior post, number 22, Tyler Renner. And 6'4" senior post, number 44, Colby Renner. We've got the lineups established. Tyler Renner getting his first start, I believe. At center court, it will be Tyler Renner jumping. He'll be going up against number 44, Tristan Snoder. Lumberjacks in their home white uniforms. They will be going from left to right on your radio dial. And the Genesis Prep Jags wearing dark blue with gold numerals. They'll be going right to left. The official mids to move court. Ball is tipped up, controlled by the Lumberjacks. Nelson with the ball, lays it up and in. Lumberjacks strike first. Lumberjacks in some backcourt pressure. Jags still in the backcourt, trying to get the ball across the timeline. Schroeder has it, brings it across. Actually, that's not Schroeder. That is number 5, Daniels. Swings it over to McCluskey here on the left side. Back to Daniels. Daniels works his way to the right side for the Jags. Down on the wing. Looking, picks up his dribble. Going to go to the top of the key to Speck. Speck triggers the long 3. No good. Ball is tipped around. Pulled down by the Lumberjacks, Tyler Renner, and Lumberjacks have it the other way. Going to get a turnover there by Coleman Ross as he tried to feed it inside. The Jags able to get the steal. They're bringing it back the other way. Donovan Daniels hands off on the left side or right side to McCluskey. Back to the top of the key to Schroeder. Now around the horn. It was to McCluskey, then handed back off to Schroeder. Now back to the top of the key. Into the hands of Daniels. Daniels drives the free throw line, gets the ball poked away for a moment, able to recover. Jags still have the possession. Daniels drives the free throw line, kicks the ball out. Schroeder with it. Going to step up to about the elbow. Shot is up and no good. Rebound goes to Tyler Renner. Lumberjacks try to feed it down to the corner to Nelson, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Caleb Schroeder. Lumberjacks will inbound from side court. Coleman Ross will take care of that. Ross looking for somebody to get it into. Goes to Nelson in the corner. Nelson, baseline, looks into Renner. Colby Renner. His shot is a little bit long from underneath. It won't go. The rebound went to the Jags, and we get a whistle. Ball was deflected out of bounds by St. Mary's. Lumberjacks back into their full court pressure. Into Daniels. Daniels working against Sands. Bringing it across. Gets it across the timeline. Daniels now working between the circles. Works his way to the right side of the floor. Gets the ball over to Specht. Specht looks for the alley-oop in. And Tristan Snoder not ready for it. Turnover on the Jags. 2 minutes gone in the first period of action. Lumberjacks and Jaguars. St. Mary's leads 2-0. Grayson Sands controls it for the Lumberjacks. Sands works it down. Slowly gets it across the timeline. Picks up his dribble. Goes to Nelson. Nelson looking for the alley-oop. And that one mistimed and misread a little bit. Turnover on the Lumberjacks. I think he was looking for Coleman Ross to go up for the alley-oop, as Ross was coming somewhat from baseline. Lumberjacks again, full court pressure. Under 6 to go in the first period, still 2-0. Pass back to the middle of the floor, into the hands of McCluskey. Across the timeline they get it. McCluskey over to Daniels. Daniels, top of the key. He's going to flip it over to Specht. Back to Daniels. Daniels for the long three from the corner. It's no good. Rebound. Went to Nelson. And they're going to call a tie ball or held ball, and the possession will go over to the Jaguars. So the Jags inbound from underneath. Donovan Daniels looking to get it in. Gets it underneath to Specht. It won't go. Rebound goes to Colby Renner. Lumberjacks the other way. Ross has it, right wing. Goes over to Nelson. Nelson will head fake from the corner. Drive. Shot is up and in. First 4 points of the game have been all from Tristan Gentry. Gentry averaging 13 a game. We're going to get a foul there. And they're going to call that foul on Sands. Going to get a couple of subs here for the Lumberjacks with 5:18 to go. Tyler Renner and Colby Renner check out as Tristan Hill and Connor Wolf in for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks lead 4-0 with 5:18 to go. That is Specht, brings it across, has it left wing, back to the top now to Daniels. Daniels works to the right side of the floor, directing traffic, gets it to the wing, picks up his dribble, back to the top to Schroeder. Schroeder to McCluskey, hands it right back to Schroeder. Now to Daniels. Daniels between the circles. Connor Wolf out on him, looks to be his zone. Back to Daniels. Again, Daniels working between the circles. Almost get a steal by Nelson. Jags able to keep it on the left wing. Back out to Specht. Lumberjack defense not letting them even get any penetration so far early on. Actually looks to be maybe a man defense for the Jags. Back to the elbow. Got a guy cutting in the middle. A little bit late on the pass. Back to the top. Specht for three. It's up and good by Specht. An assist for the Jaguars. Coleman Ross trying to do a little crossover dribble there, and he's going to lose the ball off his foot. Going to get a turnover on St. Mary's. Specht is going to go out for the Jags. Checking in is Cooper Russworm. So Specht makes the big three. to cut the lead to 1 for the Lumberjacks, 4-3 with 4:05 to go in the first period of play. Daniels with the ball. Going to get past Sands, drives the lane, leaves a shot short, though. And the rebound's going to go to Ross. Ross ahead to Sands. Shot won't go, but he'll be fouled. That'll send Sands to the free throw line. That foul looks like it's against... No, Specht is still in there. That was not Specht that came out. I think it was Tristan Snoder. That foul goes against Specht. Sands makes the first free throw, shooting 60% from the charity stripe. Carson Rubert checks in for the Jaguars. 5-3, Lumberjacks lead. Second free throw is going to rattle home for the Lumberjacks. They're up 6-3. Lumberjacks again, that pressure in the backcourt. Jags working in the backcourt for a minute. Need to speed things up, though. Daniels going to get it across. The steal by Ross. They're going to get it ahead to Connor Wolf. When Connor Wolf makes a nice move to the bucket, lays it up and in. Lumberjacks lead is 5. And a foul the other way. Grayson Sands quickly picks up foul number 2. He thought he had a clean steal. The official disagreed. Second foul on the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks lead 8-3, 3:22 to go in the first period. Jags will inbound from side court. McCluskey over to Daniels. Daniels brings it down the left sideline. Picks up his dribble, gets trapped for a second, gets it out to Schroeder. Schroeder to the corner to Rubert. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder to Daniels. Going to get a 3 on the way by McCluskey. That one is no good. Rebound, though, offensive for the Jags. They'll reset. Jared Badgett, Colby Renner getting set to check in for St. Mary's. 2:52 and counting. Going to get a deflection there by Grayson Sands as he tips that out of bounds. So Sands comes out, as does Gentry Nelson. Badgett, Colby Renner back in. Inbound pass for the Jags, up to the top of the key to Daniels. Daniels has Badgett on him. Swing it over to McCluskey, back to Daniels. Daniels going to try the right side of the key, kicks the ball out to Rubert. Rubert back to Daniels. Daniels to the free throw line. As the defense collapse, they find Russworm for 3. It's no good. Rebound goes to Coleman Ross. Ross to Renner. Renner tried to get it to Hill. Hill gets quickly covered. Instead, they go out to the top to Connor Wolf, and Wolf makes the 3 with the assist from Renner, and we get a timeout taken by the Jags. It is a 30. We'll be back. Fuse Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Fuse isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Fuse. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Fuse Ace Hardware is a place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. And we are back. Lumberjacks lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. 2:20 to go in the first. 11-3, Lumberjacks up. Again, Lumberjacks putting on that backcourt pressure. Rubert has it for the Jags with Badgett all over him. Tristan Hill tried to get a steal, couldn't get it. They get it over to Schroeder. Schroeder gets it across the timeline. Now off to Rubert for the Jags. He's working between the circles, works his way left then right. Now drives to the right wing. Look into the corner, picks up his dribble, but steps on the out-of-bounds line, and it's a turnover on Genesis Prep. 1:59 to go, first period. Lumberjacks 11, Jaguars 3. Coleman Ross controls for St. Mary's. Brings it across the timeline. Works his way, drives the left side of the blocks, pulls up at the elbow for the jump shot. No good. Rebound to Badgett, though. Badgett finds Hill, and Hill lays it up and good. Ten-point lead for the Lumberjacks as Joey Speck brings it quickly across the timeline. They find Russworm, back to Speck to the left side. Now up to Schroeder. Schroeder directing traffic, goes over to Speck. We're going to get a foul on Colby Renners. He tried to get a steal there. That's his first foul, the team's third. Russworm will inbound from side court in front of the Lumberjack bench. Into the backcourt to Speck. Speck brings it across, hands it off to Schroeder. Schroeder working on the right side of the floor. Now over to Speck. Down to Russworm. Russworm, left side. Now they look inside. Nice ball movement. It's going to be up and good. Tristan Snoder with a bucket. 13-5. Lumberjacks lead. Under a minute to go, first period. Ross to Badgett. Badgett, right corner. Back to the top to Ross. Now back to Badgett. He's up to the wing. He's going to drive baseline. Pulls up for the shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound to the Jaguars. Surprised Badgett didn't get that shot blocked. He was able to elevate it and get it over the defender, who's quite a bit taller than him. Right wing to Rupert. Back to the top of the key. Now the elbow. Speck, thought about a shot for a second, was guarded. Kicks the ball back to the top of the key. Schroeder spins his way into the free throw line. Gets covered, goes out to Speck. Speck to the elbow, kicks it back up. Snoder to Speck. Speck for three, no good. Offensive rebound. And a foul on the Lumberjacks on the next shot. That shot by Snoder. And Snoder will head to the free throw line. That foul goes against Tristan Hill. His first, team's fifth. First time to the free throw line for the Jaguars. Tristan Snoder to the charity stripe. And he's going to miss the first free throw. Coleman Ross comes out with 8 seconds on the clock. Trey Swicks checks in. Some subs for the Jags, too. I didn't see who that was. That one's going to fall through. Snoder 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 13-6, Lumberjacks lead, under 5 seconds to go. Badgett over to Renner. Renner for 3 at the buzzer. It won't go. And the first period belongs to the Lumberjacks by a score of 13-6. We'll be back.
Margie Gannon wants to thank the St. Mary's community and Benoit County for the continued support of not only herself, but of the community. Whether it's supporting your local businesses, supporting your local charities, or families in need, people of St. Mary's and Benoit County are always there to help. Margie also wants to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck and wants to let you know that the entire St. Mary's community is proud of you and is cheering you on. Margie says, go Lumberjacks.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
And we're back. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. You're listening to Lumberjack Basketball on 1240 KOFE AM in St. Mary's. You might be also listening on our audio stream on YouTube, or maybe you're watching the action on the NFHS Network camera here in the gymnasium. In any way you are taking the game in, we welcome you. Lumberjacks will start with the possession. Need to clear the floor and get the Lumberjacks back in here the way they are. See who they got on the floor. Badgett is still there. We're going to get a charge called against Gentry. foul goes against Gentry. That's his first, team's fifth. Lumberjacks still putting on that backcourt pressure. Jags trying to get it across the timeline. Daniels has it. Works it across. Looks over to Snoder. Snoder working from the left side. Goes baseline. Back to the top to Speck. And they reset it with Daniels. Daniels over the left wing to number 1, Landon Young. Young with the ball. Three-pointer on the way. That one is off the mark. The rebound goes to Badgett. Badgett down to Renner. Renner counts a bucket and the foul. The foul goes against Landon Young, his first. Team second. Tyler Renner, 40% from the free throw line. Checking back in for the Jags is Asen McCluskey. He will come in for Landon Young. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play here by Tyler Renner. And that one is just off the mark. Rebound goes to the Jags. Daniels brings it on the right side. Oh, he's going to pick out the D, and there wasn't really any contact there, I didn't think. It was a sky move by Daniel as the defense didn't flip. And it was kind of a late reaction by Tyler Renner as he tried to step over, and I guess he must have got a little bit of elbow or something on him. It's a foul against the Lumberjacks, 6th-team foul. One more foul on the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and it'll put the Jags into the 1-1 for the rest of the first half. First free throw is no good by Daniels. Coming out for the Lumberjacks, Connor Wolf. Coleman Ross back into the game. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to Ross. St. Mary's bringing it down the floor. Ross on point. Ross surveys the defense, which looks to be a man defense and a timeout taken by Coach Chase. We'll take it too. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs. They quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community stable and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
And we are back after that quick timeout. Coach Chase letting the team know he's not quite happy with their execution of the plays down there. Lumberjacks back with the ball. Wicks up to Renner. Renner kicks it back out to Badgett. Badgett from baseline gets the shot blocked. And we're going to get a deflection back out of bounds by St. Mary's. I think it was Tristan Gentry Nelson with the deflection. 6:37 to go in the first half. Again, Lumberjacks, backcourt pressure, a little bit of a half-court trap going. They find a wide-open Snoder. Snoder can't finish the shot, though. And Ross with the rebound, and then a foul called on the Jags, and that foul goes against Tristan Snoder. Snoder just ended up in the fight for the ball, ended up kind of on top of Ross as he kind of battled from behind him. A little bit of pushing and action going with Tyler Renner down there in Snowder underneath. Ross with the ball, gets it to Renner. Renner up top, back over to Ross. Ross backs it out, left side of the floor, down to Gentry. Gentry makes a move to the bucket, couldn't get the shot to go. We had an offensive rebound by, it was Wicks, who I don't have in. And the bucket, then an offensive rebound. Let me see, I'm going to put Wicks in. Tristan Hill is out. Adjett goes out. Going in for him is the other Renner. So Wicks had a offensive rebound and a putback. Tyler Renner ended up with a rebound. Tyler Renner put it in, was fouled, I think missed the free throw. Then we get a foul the other way on St. Mary's, as Gentry got called for the foul. And that'll send the Jags to the free throw line now that I'm trying to get all caught up on everything I got going on there. It is Speck to the free throw line. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1. The rebound went to Wolf, I believe, who is checked in. And now I've got to get my roster squared away here. As Gentry came out, Connor Wolf checked in. Lumberjacks inbound. Ball went out of bounds off of the Jags. 5:43 in the first half. 17-6. Lumberjacks lead. Up to Wicks. Left side of the floor. Now to Ross. Over to Wolf. Back up to Ross. Ross back to Wolf. Wolf for three from the corner. Just long. Renner on the rebound, though. Renner tried for the putback. It wouldn't go. Offensive board went to Tyler Renner. His putback wouldn't go, but he is fouled. That foul goes against McCluskey. His first. I think I'm missing one for the Jags, and Renner makes the first free throw. .5:20 to go in the first half, 18-6. Renner makes both free throws, 19-6. 13-point lead, biggest lead of the game for the Lumberjacks. Jags have it down in the corner. St. Mary's trying to get the trap, and we're going to get a turnover. I believe it was Schroeder. I think he stepped out of bounds down here in the corner with that Lumberjack trap. Lumberjacks inbound. Coleman Ross takes it across. Ross swings it to the right side. Wicks tries to get a pass out. It's deflected back to him. Instead, he finds Renner, and Renner puts it up and good. And Wicks with the assist, and we get another timeout taken. I believe the timeout was taken by the Jags. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years' experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Minnewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we are back. St. Mary's leads 21-6 with just under 5 to go before halftime. Daniels brings it down for the Jags, gets it across, kicks the ball back to Schroeder. Long three on the way by McCluskey, and he buries it from deep down. Impressive three-pointer there. Trace Wicks, the other end for the Lumberjacks. Hands off to Ross. Now back to Wicks, lurking on the left wing. Now to Renner. Renner on the right side. That's Colby. Looking for his brother Tyler in the paint, but he was covered. Now Wicks tries to force it down inside of the low post to Tyler Renner. It's going to be deflected out of bounds by Russworm, as it was almost stolen away as they kind of tried to force that one down to the low post. Ross looking to get it in. Gets it to Renner. Short corner. Out to Ross. Ross for three. That shot is long. Rebound goes to the Jaguars. Bringing it down is Schroeder. Over to McCluskey. McCluskey faked the three as they work a little rotation up top now for the Jags. Over to Daniels. Now to Specs. Underneath, working to the low post. Schroeder spins. Shot won't fall. Rebound goes to Ross. Ross to Wolf. Wolf in the corner. Cross court. Throws it to the other team there. Going to get a steal by the Jags. Kicking it out to the corner. Russworm for three. It is short. Connor Wolf with the rebound. Over to Wicks. Wicks is going to trigger the long three. That one is off the iron. Hard off the iron. No good. Rebound to the Jags. Trace Wicks can get going from outside. In his JV days, he was almost automatic from outside, but that time just a little bit too much. Donovan Daniels drives left side, kicks it out to the corner. Now back to the wing. Three-pointer on the way by McCluskey. Kind of hurried. No good, and we get a rebound to Ross. Ross down to Colby Renner. Colby Renner cashes in with the assist from Ross. It's 23-9, Lumberjacks lead. Right wing to Speck. Now to the top to Russworm. Russworm to McCluskey. McCluskey at the elbow. Going to pass it back out to Russworm. Russworm gets the three off. That one's good. Cooper Russworm with the three-pointer. 23-12. Lumberjacks with the lead. Under 2.5 to go in the first half. Renner over to Ross. Ross looking to the post to Renner. Renner up and good. Colby Renner with the two and the assist from Coleman Ross. 25-12. Lumberjacks back up by 13. Got a whole host of, I think, 3 Lumberjacks getting set to check in and 1 Jaguar. Up at the top to McCluskey. Backs out to Speck. Now to Schroeder. Schroeder, left side, just inside three-point range to Daniels. Now back to Speck. Speck just at the three-point left side. Now Daniels has it up top. Daniels, a little shake and bake, kicks it over to the corner. Now back to the top to Speck. Schroeder, McCluskey, he spins to the free throw line. Shot is up. It's no good. Tyler Renner with the rebound. Ross looks to Wicks, and Wicks finds Colby Renner, and Renner goes up strong, puts it up and good, and gets fouled. That foul goes against Joey Speck, his second. And we got some subs coming for the Lumberjacks with 1:32 to go. I think Wolf came out, badged in. Grayson Sands goes in. The free throw won't go. Trying to figure out who I got in. The free throw was no good. Okay. Renner's free throw was missed. Rebound to the Jags. They're going to get a 3 on the way. That's long. Rebound was to Colby Renner. 1:12 to go. Lumberjacks take it the other way. 27-12. Lumberjacks up. Colby Renner thought about a 3, decided not to. Gets it inside to Hill. Tristan Hill's shot won't go. Rebound goes to the Jaguars. They'll bring it the other way quickly. Quick pull-up jumper from Donovan Daniels from the elbow. It won't go. Rebound to Ross. Coleman Ross to Sands. Back to Ross. Ross taking a minute to look back to Coach Chase for directions. Daniels tries to use that opportunity to get a steal. Can't get it. Over to Badgett. Badgett loses the handle, and the foul called. And that foul is going to be the third one on Joey Specht. St. Mary's has not had a foul in quite some time now. Specht is going to go out. Coming in as Russworm. Also going out is McCluskey, and checking in for him is Schroeder. And it is 1-1. That'll send Jared Badgett to the free throw line. Jared Badgett, 50% from the free throw line on the season. He's going to miss the front end of the 1-1. Colby Renner, though, with a big rebound. The putback is up and good. Lumberjacks, 16 points here in the second quarter. They had 13 in the first. 17 seconds on the clock. 29-12, Lumberjacks lead. Donovan Daniels has it for the Jags, playing for the last shot of the half. 6 seconds on the clock. Tries to spin a couple of defenders, and we're going to get a foul called. And it's probably going to go against it is, as Tristan Hill raises his hand. It's probably going to be called against me. I was the bigger guy there, for one. I think it was him and Badgett that Daniels was trying to split. That'll send Daniels to the free throw line. He's 0 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. 1 for 5 as a team for the Jags. He does make the first one, though. (29-13), Lumberjacks lead. 2.5 seconds left in the first half. Donovan Daniels lines up the second one. Shot on the way. That one is good as well. Corrected his shot there and made both of those next two free throws. A long pass down the court is going to be almost intercepted. No time to do anything with it. First half comes to a close. Lumberjacks lead 29-14. We'll be back.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With 6 professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it. And
if you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jags Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull infused or Lotus energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekend. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late-inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Looking for something different and fast for lunch? Been a long day and don't feel like cooking dinner?
Pick up a hot and fresh meal from Hot Meats on the Streets, located at 29 Homer Drive in St. Mary's, next to Harvest Foods. Hot Meats on the Streets specializes in hot sandwiches. Try delicious French dip or Hot Meats Reuben. If spicy is what you desire, you can test your taste buds with a Fill the Reaper sandwich with sliced beef and Fire hot sauce. Hot Meats on the Streets, open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday at 29 Homer Drive, St. Mary's.
Fall. And we are back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as the Lumberjack boys lead the Jaguars 29-14 in the first half. And it was a pretty good first half. Things kind of started out slow, actually, but finally got things rolling. Lumberjacks putting together a 13-point first period, 16-point second period. The Jaguars with 6 points in the first, 8 points in the second, and that's how we get to our 29-14 total. The Jaguars shooting 20% from the floor tonight, 25% from three-point range, 42% from the free throw line. They have 11 rebounds on the evening. St. Mary's with a 50% shooting percentage from the floor, 1 of 5 from downtown, though, for just 20%, and just 50% from the free throw line. Lumberjacks average free throw shooting 61%, so they're well below that number at the moment. 23 rebounds for St. Mary's in the first half. 4 assists for the Jaguars, 8 assists for the Lumberjacks. The Jags had 2 steals, St. Mary's with 1. The Jags had 1 block shot. St. Mary's hasn't had any. Both teams with just 4 turnovers, so not bad considering the pressure St. Mary's has been putting on to the in the backcourt. Personal fouls, the Jags ended up with 8, St. Mary's with 7. Points off the bench, St. Mary's had, or no, let's flip that around. St. Mary's with 8 fouls, the Jags with 7. St. Mary's 7 points off the bench, the Jags with 3 points off the bench. Those were from Cooper Russworm. And let's see here, where are we? Second chance points, St. Mary's with 10. The Jags have not been able to get any second chance points. And the Jags also do not have points off turnovers. St. Mary's has 6 points off of the Jags' 4 turnovers. Taking a look at some individual numbers, it's fairly evenly spread. 5 players for the Genesis Prep Jaguars have scored. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them have 3 points. That's Tristan Snoder, Joey Specht, Jason McCluskey, and Cooper Russworm. And Donovan Daniels has just 2 points for the Jags. For the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, Tyler Renner and Colby Renner, the brothers, are tied. They each have 8 points apiece. Connor Wolf has 5. Tristan Gentry with 4. Tristan Hill with 2. Grayson Sands with just 2, but he was out quite a bit of that second period of play with 2 fouls. Gentry was out quite a bit as well. Coleman Ross has not scored yet. Jared Badgett and Trace Wicks have not scored. St. Mary's on the assist side of things. I don't think I went over that stat. I think maybe I did, actually. Trace Wicks has 2 assists. Jared Badgett with 2. Coleman Ross with 2. Colby Renner has 1. Leading in rebounds, Coleman Ross has 7. Tyler Renner has 5. Colby Renner with 4. And that is the halftime stats. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the second half.
Well, it's just around the corner. It's time to think about getting ready for winter. Kent Street Lumber in St. Mary's is just what you need for all your winter prep. Paint your house, patch the roof, or fill with storage for all your firewood. Maybe you just need to fix that leaky faucet. Kent Street Lumber has the supplies you need for all your do-it-yourself projects. Stop by Kent Street Lumber today and save on all your home improvement needs. Kent Street Lumber, 1000 Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feed now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feed, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. Triple X Feed is a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor. The holiday season is coming quick. Start your holiday shopping today at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Timber Country is loaded with deals on hunting clothes, workwear, and much more, including brands like Carhartt. Over at the Country Fair, they have great deals on fall fashion, clothes for all ages, and lots of toys priced for the holiday season. That's Timber Country and the Country Fair, located on Main Street in St. Mary's, your one-stop shop for holiday cheer. And remember, support your local businesses. Duke Ross Trucking in St. Mary's is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lumberjack Sports Action. Duke Ross Trucking wants to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season. And remember, to play hard, leave it all on the court, and most of all, show great sportsmanship in victory and in defeat. No matter the outcome, we're proud of you. And as always, go Lumberjacks! Heidi Lounsbury of St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering Company invites you to come in for a nice breakfast or lunch. St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering is open 7 days a week, 4 a.m. to 3 p.m. weekdays, and 3 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the weekends. For breakfast, try the Slungolian for more traditional biscuits and gravy. If it's lunch you desire, Heidi's has plenty of sandwiches to choose from, or Bud's Big Burger on Mondays and Wednesdays. That's Heidi's St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering, located at 1117 Main Avenue, Suite 1 in St. Mary's.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
And we are back, just about ready to start the second half. St. Mary's Lumberjack boys lead the Post Falls, or the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars by a score of 29-14, and they will switch ends. Lumberjacks will be going right to left. Had a Coach John Bisson sighting here in the gym today. He's here taking in some Lumberjack basketball. He was the head coach for Lumberjack boys basketball prior to Coach Chase taking the helm. Good to see him here taking in a little bit of Lumberjack basketball. The Jags will start with possession. Caleb Schroeder will inbound. Into the backcourt to Daniels. Lumberjacks with their starting five. You got Sands, Nelson, Ross, Renner, and Renner. Almost with a steal, Colby Renner working against Snoder. Snoder tries to drive, can't get there, kicks the ball out to Speck. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound goes to Colby Renner as Lumberjacks bring it the other way. Coleman Ross has the ball up top for St. Mary's. Now to Renner, looking inside to Nelson. Nelson to the corner to Sands. Grayson Sands' three won't fall. Nelson with the rebound, though, for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks reset. Nelson has it, right wing, drives. He's going to get the ball stripped out of his hand. He's looking for a foul, not going to get it. We're going to call a steal and a turnover by the Jags, and then I thought that would have been a turnover by the Jags, but Grayson Sands, it must have been deflected out of bounds by St. Mary's because Grayson Sands tried to save it back in, and the ball goes over, it stays with the Jags. Daniels, top of the key. He's working against Sands. Now they get it over to Schroeder. Schroeder, right wing, now to the top to Speck. Speck is going to lob it over, looking for McCluskey, and we're going to get a turnover on the Jaguars. So a turnover apiece here to start the second half. Ross with the ball, bringing it down, looks over to Coach Chase, gets the play call, brings it across the timeline. Signals his offense up to the top of the key, over to Renner. Renner's going to pull the three. No good. Rebound to Tyler Renner. Tyler Renner missed on the rebound, and I think we got a foul on St. Mary's. And we do. That is the third foul on Tristan Gentry Nelson, and he's going to be coming out. As Tristan Hill goes in. Jags with the ball. Jags, Daniels up to the free throw line, out to Schroeder. Schroeder to Speck, now back up to Daniels. They slow it down. Schroeder now left or right side, up to the top of the key. Looks to the free throw line to McCluskey. McCluskey is going to thought about a shot from the elbow, decided not to. Gets out to Schroeder. Schroeder for three. No good on the rebound, or no good on the three. Rebound goes to Renner, and Renner feeds it ahead to Sands. Sands misses the bucket. Tyler Renner, though, with the offensive board and the putback. And the Lumberjacks up 31-14. Donovan Daniels over to McCluskey. It's going to be deflected by Ross. And we're going to get a lineup change for the Lumberjacks as Colby Renner comes out. Connor Wolf checks back in. I like seeing the two brothers in there playing at the same time, but it makes it interesting because I have to remember to mention the first names a couple of times on who has the ball. Lumberjacks on defense. Daniels, top of the key for the Jags. Over to Schroeder. Now to the corner to McCluskey, working on the left side. Lumberjacks with the trap, and Coleman Ross with the steal just ripped it out of his hands. And now we're going to get I think the ball was out of bounds by McCluskey. And things getting a little bit heated, I think. So McCluskey's going to come out. Russworm comes in for the Jaguars. As I don't think McCluskey liked Ross ripping that ball out of his hands. 5:09 to go in the third. It's Sands with the ball for the Lumberjacks. Over to Ross to the corner to the right elbow, wing. Now back to the left side. Grayson Sands back in control. Going to get a straightaway look at the three-pointer. It's no good, but Ross with the rebound. Going to get it back out to Connor Wolf, and Connor Wolf says this is how you do it, and knocks down the three with the assist from Ross. 34-14, Lumberjacks up by 20. Going to get a steal by Tristan Hill, and they get it fed ahead to, oh man, I missed who made that shot. I think it was Connor Wolf with the assist from Sands, I think. Timeout taken. It's a full timeout by the Jags. We'll be back.
When it comes to a P1 FCU personal signature loan, we're all about understanding what makes you, well, you. We can help you finance your education, that big move, or even your next big adventure. You have your reason, we have your loan. Get started today at p1fcu.org/you. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. All loans are subject to P1 FCU membership, credit approval, and other underwriting criteria.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
And we're back up to the timeout. Lumberjacks on defense. They are up by 22, 36-14. And the Jags with a good little play there, inbound pass, as they find Carson Rubert all the way down the floor on the inbound pass for the easy lay-in. It was almost overthrown. And it is a 7-2 run here in the second half to start the third period for the Lumberjacks. Wolf to Sands. Sands kicks it out to Ross. Ross from the elbow. Shot will fall. Sean Elliott going to check in for Lumberjacks, as is Trace Wicks. First action, I believe, for Elliott in the game. Joey Specht with the ball for the Jaguars. Getting ready to come in for the Jaguars is McCluskey. Specht has the ball up top. He hands off to Schroeder. Schroeder out near the timeline. Now down to Rubert. Rubert looking into Specht. Specht at the free throw line. Back to Rubert. Rubert drives, kicks it to the corner. 3 on the way. It is good. And that is Russ Worm with the big 3. 6 points for Russ Worm, all from downtown. 38-19, Lumberjacks lead. Wolf has the ball for the Lumberjacks up top. Gets a screen from Tyler Renner. Ball is going to be stolen away. Driving, putting the shot up and good from underneath is Carson Rubert. And he draws the foul as well. Foul goes against Connor Wolf. Connor Wolf comes out. Kristen Hill is out. Free throw is good by Rubert. Sean Elliott is in, I think. Oh, wrong number of players. Let me get this fixture. Trying to see who it is. Oh, Tyler Renner's out. Hang on. Colby Renner with a shot. It won't go. He is fouled. That'll send Colby Renner to the free throw line. That foul goes against Schroeder, his first. First free throw is up and good by Colby Renner. Second free throw as he toes the line. On the way, that one is short. And Ross almost had the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds off St. Mary's, so a rebound effectively for the Jaguars. St. Mary's backcourt pressure. Inbound pass into the corner. St. Mary's backs out of that press pretty quickly as it is McCluskey bringing it down the left side. Picks up the dribble, goes to the top, now to the right side. Specht tries to lob it in, and we're going to get a steal by, first it was a deflection, then a steal by Ross, and then Ross loses the handle going the other way and turns it back over himself. Lumberjacks again with that backcourt pressure look. Looks like it's like a man press, I guess, if there is such a thing. McCluskey with the ball. Grayson Sands tried to be sneaky and come around the backside. Couldn't get the steal. Then we get a foul called against the Lumberjacks. That one will go against Sean Elliott. His first, team's third. 2 minutes to go in the third period. 39-22. Big cross-court pass to Rubert. Rubert looks to Schroeder. Schroeder, low post, makes a move around Ross. Can't get the shot to go. Elliott gets the rebound for the Lumberjacks. Hard skip pass by Sands, a little bit too hard. St. Mary's couldn't handle it. Then the turnover by the Jags to back the other way. Ross now holding the ball up at the midcourt circle. Gets it to Renner. Renner to Sands. Sands over to Wicks. Wicks cutting from the right side. Can't get his shot to fall, but gets his rebound. Now we get a whistle. And I think it's a held ball. It's going to go in favor of the Jags. Young comes in for the Jags. Some subs coming. Ross comes out for St. Mary's. Badgett goes in. I think that was the only sub for the Lumberjacks. Jaguars on offense. McCluskey kicks out to the corner to Russworm. Russworm to the top to Daniels. Daniels directing traffic offensively, backs it back out. Minute to go in the third. McCluskey takes it down to the right wing. Now back to the top to Young. Elbow now, McCluskey. Russworm. Now back to Rubert. Rubert working from the right side. Backs out to McCluskey. McCluskey for three. It's off to Mark. Rebound goes to Colby Renner. Colby Renner finds Badgett. Badgett back out to Renner. Renner gets an open line to the bucket. Misses the shot, but a foul going to be called. And that foul will be on Asen McCluskey. That'll send Renner to the free throw line. That is McCluskey's second free throw, or second foul. Renner makes the first. Connor Wolf in. Grayson Stands goes out. to 22, Lumberjacks up. Second free throw is good as well. 41-22, Lumberjacks lead the Jaguars. Daniels takes it down the left side. Cross-court pass to McCluskey. McCluskey working between the circles. Gets it back over to Daniels near the midcourt circle. He's going to work his way to the top of the key. Backs it back out to McCluskey. Playing for the last shot, I do believe. Over to Rubert. Rubert working on the left side. Now back to Daniels. St. Mary's looks to be in his zone. Daniels going to drive, and we're going to get a foul on the floor against St. Mary's with 5 seconds to go. And I think they said the foul was on Trace Wick. It'll be his first. Team's fourth. Young goes out for the Jags. I think coming in was Snoder. Daniels into the top to McCluskey. McCluskey with 4 seconds on the clock. Back over to Daniels. Daniels, short corner to Schroeder, and his shot won't fall. Third period comes to an end. Lumberjacks lead 41-22. We'll be back.
You have a hazardous tree on your property. You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop. You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks!
And we are back. Lumberjacks start the final period with the ball. They get it down inside to Tristan Hill, who cashes in. I didn't see who the assist came from. 43-22, Jacks lead. Rubert has the ball, right side for the Jags. Moving to the free throw line to McCluskey. McCluskey hands it off to Rubert. Rubert mishandles the ball, and it will be a jump ball called, and the possession will stay with the Jaguars. As McCluskey dribbled it off his foot, I think it was Tyler Renner was there to help tie it up. But the ball will stay with Genesis Prep. Into Snoder. Going to get a steal by Sands. Sands drives it coast to coast and puts it up and good. 45-22. Jacks lead by 23. Largest lead of the game. Out to the right wing is Daniels. Daniels looks inside of the cutting Snowder. Snowder going to be fouled. That's going to be either Sands or Ross. And they're going to say Sands with a little bit of an elbow there. Foul number 3 on Sands, and that will send Tristan Snowder to the free throw line. He's 1 for 2. Makes the first one. Missed the second one. Rebound was to St. Mary's. There's a collision down here on the near side. Tyler Renner hit something pretty hard, and I'm not sure what he hit it with, but he was okay. Inbound pass to Sands up top. Now over to Ross, to Hill. Hill back to Ross. Ross, left wing, and a work. Pull-up jumper. It's good. 47-23, Lumberjacks lead. They have 3 guys come in on substitutions for the Lumberjacks. Gentry, Colby Renner, and, I just seen who it was. Going to get a foul underneath. Blocking foul on St. Mary's. Coleman Ross, possibly, and it is. It's Coleman's first foul. 6th team foul, and that will send Schroeder to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Schroeder makes the first free throw. Tyler Renner comes out. Kristen Hill. Jared Badgett. Checking in is Gentry. Colby Elliott. Second free throw is good as well. 47-25 Jacks lead. Ross with the ball. Hands off to Renner. Renner working right wing. Cross court stands now to Nelson. Nelson works his way in. Counts the bucket, and the foul as Gentry backed his way underneath. That foul looks like it's going to be against McCluskey. It looks like it's his third. And the old-fashioned three-point play attempt for Gentry, who is 65% from the free throw line. 49-25, free throw is up and good. St. Mary's up by 25, doubled up on the Jags. 6 minutes to go. Daniels with the ball for the Jaguars. Right side to the corner to Schroeder. Schroeder back to Daniels, top of the key to Speck. Speck, back over to Daniels. Daniels over to Schroeder, Speck. Speck for the long 3, just short. And the rebound is going to be pulled in by Colby Renner. Outlet to Sands, and Sands going to bring it down. Sands across the timeline over to Nelson. Nelson's going to drive. Kicks it back out to Ross. Ross for 3, just off the mark. Rebound to Sands. Up to the top to Colby Renner. Renner's 3 won't fall. Rebound to the Jags. Daniels with the ball for the Jags. Going to have the ball poked out of bounds by Sands. Cooper Russworm checks back in. Coming out is Tristan Snowder. 5:16 to go in the game. 50-25. St. Mary's leads. Donovan Daniels with the ball over to Speck. Speck working on the right side. Takes it to the top of the key. Picks up his dribble, goes back to Daniels on the right wing. Back up to the top now. Now around to Russworm, to the elbow to McCluskey. Back up to Speck. Speck for 3. That one is good. Lumberjacks coming the other way, and Coleman Ross looking for Colby Renner underneath, throws the ball out of bounds. A little bit high for Renner. 50-28, Lumberjacks up. Joey Speck, 6 points, both coming from three-point range. Donovan Daniels goes out for the Jags. And I'm not sure who checked back in, but we've got Schroeder, Russworm, Speck, Young, and McCluskey on the floor for the Jaguars. And it'll be Schroeder controlling it down the floor. Across the timeline, works his way to the left side. Now works his way back towards the right, goes to the free throw line to Russworm. Russworm's going to get an open look. Shot is up, partially deflected, and it's going to be rebounded by Colby Renner. Colby Renner out to Nelson. Nelson goes for the three. It's going to be off the mark, and it's going to actually go out of bounds off of the Jaguars. So St. Mary's will get the team rebound there on the out-of-bounds play. Coleman Ross will inbound from baseline. Going to go the alley-oop play to Nelson, and Nelson is able to finish the play. 52-28, Lumberjacks up. Schroeder has the ball. And some more subs ready to come in for Lumberjacks. A 5 for 5 this time. Going to get McCluskey with the lay-in. It's up and good. St. Mary's coming back the other way, up to the top to Nelson. Nelson backs it out to Ross. Ross working against Schroeder. Schroeder going to get a foul call. That is his second foul, it shows. 3:42 to go, and it's going to be 5 on, 5 off for Lumberjacks. Dylan Holder comes in. Connor Wolf checks in. Tristan Hill checks in. Jared Badgett. There's one more out there still. Trace Wick. All up top. Over to Hill. Hill back to Wolf. Wolf's going to take the long three. It's short. But there for the rebound was Badgett as he was right underneath the rim. Over to Hill. Hill going to drive. Shot up and in off the glass by Tristan Hill. Lumberjacks back up in defense. It's Schroeder with the ball up top. Schroeder picks up his dribble. Close man defense for the Lumberjacks right now. Back to Speck. Speck working right wing. Drives the free throw line. Picks up his dribble. Looks to the low post to McCluskey. He's got Hill on him. He's going to spin. And a little bit of contact from Hill. Hill puts his head on his hand, or his hands on his head. And he did make contact, though. The foul is there. That'll send McCluskey to the free throw line for the first time tonight for the Jaguars. First free throw on the way. That one off the mark. Rubert checks in for the Jaguars. Going out is Schroeder. .244 to go. 54-30. Lumberjacks lead. Second free throw on the way. That one is no good. Rebound, I'm going to say, to Hill as he tipped it out to Badgett. St. Mary's with the ball. Badgett working between the circles. Goes over to Holder. Holder for three. It's in and out. Connor Wolf tried for the putback. Wouldn't go. Had another rebound, I think, for Wicks. And we're going to foul on the floor. There's no 55. I actually think that foul was against, well, it says 22, Rubert. McCluskey goes out. Pass to Wicks. Out to the corner to Badgett. Badgett looking inside the Holder. Holder not quite expecting it to come in. Turnover on St. Mary's. Rubert will bring it down the floor for the Jaguars. 2 minutes to go. Top of the key, swings it. Three-pointer on the way from Speck. Nothing but net from the left side. Third three-pointer for Joey Speck. 9 points on the night for him. Under 2 to go. Badgett with the ball. Goes over to Holder. Holder up top now. Now over to Tristan Hill. Hill back to Wicks. Wicks loses the ball for a minute. Able to recover. Drives. Looks over to Hill. Hill backs it back out to Wicks. Lumberjacks running their offense. Wicks works his way to the left or right side. Back to the top now to Badgett. Badgett had a couple of cutters. Nobody open. Now to Hill. Hill cross court back to Wolf. Wolf to Holder. And they're going to get a foul, a little bit of a push there by the Jags. Check in for the Jaguars, number 30, James Wood. That foul goes against Joey Speck, his fourth. 6th team foul. Badgett with the ball, going to drive. Nice move and puts it up and good. Jared Badgett with a quick first step to the hole. 56-33, Lumberjacks lead. Minute to go. Inside to Snoder, back out to Rubert. And there's probably going to be a foul there against Trace Wicks with 56 seconds on the clock. That'll send number 22, Rubert, to the free throw line. He is 1 for 1 from the charity stripe today. That's 5 points on the night. Toes the line, gets ready to shoot. 1-1. Shot on the way, it's good. Genesis Prep's fourth quarter has gone pretty good for it. They got 13 points in the fourth. Second free throw in and out. Rebound to Holder. And the Lumberjacks have just under a minute remaining. 56-34. St. Mary's leads. Almost dropped my tablet. Bumped the table. We've got a little weave outside. I don't think St. Mary's going to shoot again. I think it's just kind of playing keep away. We're going to get a steal. Turnover by Wolf. Russworm with the ball out to the corner. That was the 30, James Wood, and a turnover back away from the Jaguars. 24 seconds on the clock. 56-34. Lumberjacks going to improve to 6-2 on the season. I think the Jags will fall to 5-3 after this one. If I remember right from my pregame. Badgett working the ball up top. Another steal by the Jags, and laying it up and good was Russworm. Russworm with 8 points. And that'll do it. 56-36. Lumberjacks come away with the win. We'll take a break. Come back with the postgame.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our communities. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh, yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
All of us love sports. But not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Idaho high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimneys, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
It's time. And we are back. Lumberjacks improved to 6-2 on the season with the 56-36 win over the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars. Second half scoring, the Jags had 7 points in the third, 15 points in the fourth. St. Mary's with 12 in the third, 15 in the fourth. The Jaguars shot 32% from the field. St. Mary's 48%. The three-point shooting, 31% for the Jags, 14% for the Lumberjacks. From the free throw line, 50% for Genesis Prep, 61% for St. Mary's. Rebounds, 42 rebounds for the Lumberjacks. They kind of eclipsed their average. They average around 31. The Jags had 14 rebounds, 8 assists for the Jaguars, 14 assists for St. Mary's. The Jags had 6 steals, St. Mary's with 5. 11 turnovers for the Jags, 12 for St. Mary's, so right around their average. Personal fouls, I had 16 for St. Mary's, 13 for Genesis Prep. Points off the bench, the Jags ended up with 14 points off the bench, 8 from Cooper Russworm and 6 from Carson Rubert. The Lumberjacks with 18 points off the bench. Second chance points, 19 for St. Mary's. The Jags could not make anything of their, let me see here, they had 2 offensive rebounds. Points off turnovers, 7 for the Jags. St. Mary's with 13. Individually, it was it was Joey Specht with 9 points for the Jags. He led 3 3-pointers. 8 points for Cooper Russworm off the bench. 6 points for Carson Rubert. 5 points for Asen McCluskey. 4 points for Tristan Snoder. 2 points for Donovan Daniels. 2 points for Caleb Schroeder. For the Lumberjacks, 3 players in double digits. Colby Renner finishes with 11 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Tyler Renner finishes with 10 points, 7 rebounds. 10 points for Connor Wolf, who also had 2 rebounds. 9 points for Tristan Gentry, 2 rebounds for him. 6 points for Tristan Hill, who had 1 rebound and 1 steal. 4 points for Coleman Ross. Ross had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Grayson Sands finishes with 4 points, 2 assists, 1 steal. 2 points for Jared Badgett, and he had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Trace Wicks had 3 rebounds and 2 assists for St. Mary's. And that's going to do it. Lumberjacks win 56-36. Next action is supposed to be tomorrow night. Lumberjack girls supposed to be headed to Wallace. I do say supposed to because there's a pretty good winter storm going to be moving through tonight, supposedly. If it develops the way that they say it's going to be, I don't know if that game will actually happen. If it's as big of of a storm as it's going to, as they say it is, there's probably a good possibility of a snow day for school tomorrow. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. If those games do happen tomorrow, I believe we're going to try to go over there. The Wallace, we'll let you know tomorrow. If those games don't happen, the next action is scheduled for Saturday, doubleheader here in St. Mary's. It'll be the girls hosting Kendrick, and the boys will host Bonners Ferry. So that's going to do it for the game tonight. I'm Tim Parrish from Lumberjack Gymnasium. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next time.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!